Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Donald Trump announces travel ban and restrictions on 19 countries set to go into effect on Monday. On Monday being in 2 days or so. Today is Friday. So why did I pick this article? Not to tell you the 19 countries necessary and say, oh my God, this is awful. Why did he do this? I'm looking at something else. Like many times when you read articles that are supposed to report news or a development, they withhold from you some information. Usually the information that would run contrary to their narrative. Yes, the media are special interests and they have their agenda. So let's say in this case, they tell us 19 countries. And what's interesting is that within these 19 countries, a few of them were bombarded and democracy was brought and freedom by the United States of America. So I'm not going to focus on, oh my God, why these 19 countries? What did they do to us? I will get in that one a little bit during this video. And I think is to protect us against them because we didn't do anything to them to protect us from. You see, we are the victims here. And the 19 countries, I will read them to you, obviously. So here they are. The countries start with Afghanistan. There's a country where the United States of America paid a lot of $1 billion invested to bring freedom and democracy and liberation for women and other groups and homosexuals and all that, all the good things that only the West has is right there, all right? Then we can go further and we find Iran, which is okay, right? Iran is the pinnacle of evil. We have Libya. How come we have Libya? I mean, Libya was another country where we stuck our little hoof over there and we took a poop. And where's the freedom and democracy over there? From what I heard, there are some slave markets on Libya. But hey, remember that, I would say criminal at this point, former Secretary of State appointed, Miss Madam Hillary Clinton on camera when when Gaddafi was eliminated with the help of the good people. He was killed like a dog. She said, this is on camera. We went, we saw, he's dead. Well, and she's a Christian. All right. So what else we have here? What other countries? We have Cuba, obviously, right? Turkmenistan, and of course Venezuela. Venezuela doesn't want to, bend the knee to us. We can use also Somalia. We bombarded it as well. I mean, in Haiti, we've been a few times reconstruction. We reconstructed Haiti like 50 times, correct? These guys don't like us for obvious reasons. So, see, Yemen, obviously, we bombarded. We fought. Remember that war that people don't talk about, the Yemen war between Saudi Arabia and others against Yemen, United States of America, Great Britain, and some Western countries from NATO. They fought, you are not told here, they fought against Yemen, and now they tell us about the Houthis. All right, so this is the first thing. We went to reconstruct. That tells me that all these countries where we went over there, we didn't make it better. Why? We're afraid of their people to come over here. Why? You see, all these people here, let's say they will ooze in, some bad dudes. They will not harm Trump or the people who made a decision to attack their countries. No. They will harm us. Okay, so we can't travel. If you have a US passport, I don't think you can travel to certain countries. Remember, Cuba had an embargo. We cannot travel to Cuba. It was North Korea, we cannot travel over there. No, Iran, we can't travel over there. Our government kept us away because they were afraid once we go over there, we can get kidnapped. But not kidnapped because we did something, but our government spread the good democracy in those countries, or at least they were not able in the case of this. So this video has more to do with diversity than with reconstruction efforts. These guys have to make a decision. I'm talking about the guys in charge of us. And their decision is clear. It's us against you guys, which is right here. Do you remember the 1972 Munich Olympics? Have you heard about that little terrorist attack over there? Those kidnapped Israelis by some terrorists, remember? All right. Why did that happen in Germany, in our civilized country? There were two groups of people settling their scores on our turf. We invited these guys to participate in our games, in our civilization, in our culture. We embraced them. And they brought what? Their garbage, they brought it to our celebrations. So now he bans this many 19 countries. Why? Well, some of them have a problem with the same thing, which is we brought out their garbage here. Why? Because diversity is our strength. So if you remember, a few days ago, it was a Egyptian, I think he was Egyptian, who went, or he claimed he was a Palestinian. He went and he threw those cocktail Molotovs in that group of Jews, American Jews living in America. And that created a terrorist attack by one person against these guys right here. And we are all upset about it. Well, bring more of both sides, and you're going to have Munich 1973 over and over and over again. How do you eliminate that situation? Not having them here. Do I think they should be sent back or anything? No, I'm not saying that. The mistake was already made. I'm just giving you some information and some ideas. What can we do? Well, we ban them from coming here. They're already here. They are already here. Legally here. So that tells you the loyalty. And these guys are operating in the street like thugs. But the other group operates in the Congress, in the US government, in the Pentagon, in CIA, in FBI, in NSA. That's where they operate. So exactly like in Gaza. The guys in Gaza have little through Second World War weapons, and the other guys have all the arsenal we provide. But hey, we accept all those guys here. Why? Well, we brought freedom and democracy everywhere. I predict things would get worse because the drones are cheaper. You know what I mean? Okay. And the armament that we sent to Ukraine area was diverted into the black markets, and those will come here with people who would like to harm not the guys who made the decision, not the Clintons, not the Bushes, not the Obamas, not the Bidens, not the Trumps. No, they're going to harm us. And then they will use that to harm them in our name, when actually it's their name. So yeah, ban more. My point is, you reconstructed those. I was waiting for Iraq over there. But Iraq probably is like this close to be part of this banned, how do you call it? Oh, right here, and it actually tells you right here. In a video released on social media, Trump tied the new ban in Sunday's terror attack to Boulder, Colorado, saying it underscored the danger posed by visitors who overstay visas. The suspect in the attack is from Egypt, a country that is not on Trump's restricted list. And who did the attack? Because we protect someone. You want to know something? All right, I'm going to show you this. How about this little thing? You know what this is? Right there. This is the Antisemitism Awareness Act 2023. I cover this. So this is a protected thing for a certain group, one group. one group. What is it? Like that. All right, just read it. And they use these imbeciles, the definition of something using the, where is the baboons right here? Holocaust something, where the hell it is? The act is based on the, to provide for the consideration of a definition of anti-Semitism set forth by International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. All right? And then you wonder why certain things occur to us. They stained our Olympics in 1972. Those guys, they should have brought their fucking garbage over there. But they fought it on our turfs. This, again, we got these guys over here having a little demonstration, procession, celebration, whatever they had, and we got that guy. Again, for the problems from there. And it's not only about traveling. These guys are like this. The government is like this. Is waiting for a catastrophe, little one. But then their media will blow it out of proportion and say, oh my God, all right? And based on that, we have to act. They have everything already written, my friends. Already written. This ban was not done in 2 days because that happened. You think so? Remember, the Patriot Act was already written many years before it was even immediately hush-hushed and put into the Congress, voted for. They were waiting for something. And unfortunately, that occurred on September 11, 2001. They are waiting. The same. If something happens, now we're going to say we're going to have protected groups. Why? For this event, for that event, that was going to be overemphasized repeatedly, crazy. And why do we have this? Diversity is not our strength. It's not our strength. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.